Woo. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. What I'm talking about. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Come on. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Come on, y'all. Oh yes, time once again for another hangout with Wrench on this Saturday afternoon. Coming to you live here from Wrench Audio. With a special little fun time activity today. Can't stay for too long, but we're going to have some fun together with some behind the scenes action while I go in here and play around with some new stuff. And you get to watch as I bring in some raw fiddle parts from Pharaoh and cut them up and do things with them. So let's get this thing going. Some raw and welcome to chime in with the comments. Let me know what you think. Any questions that you'd like me to answer, etc. What is up, funky people? So what we got here on the screen is a little window right here. That is the Pro Tools window that you're seeing right there. And you're seeing just a bunch of tracks there for an idea. We got a lot of ideas going on. So here's just one that we are playing around with. We'll see if it develops into something. I'll play you the basic draft sort of sketch of the song that I sent out to the gang a little while back. And it goes a little something like this. This is just putting together a real, this is like a sketch of a track, what it could be like. You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya. So this will be like space for an MC to put a verse, and it's just going through the progression. Nothing fancy yet, just a backing beat without much structure to it, and some guitar. So here's what we got going on here. Let's break it down. Little kick drum, which is giving a little definition to the 808. Some little more kick drum right there, and let's see. I think here's the 808. That's some little shaker hi-hat thingy there. Let's bring in that 808 because that's what's going along with the kick drum there. Give some bass. Another layer of hi-hat stuff with some extra little hi-hat flourishes there. And a snapping sound for our snare. And layering some clap on top of that.
And every now and then I want to hit it with something. A little extra clap there on every fourth time. Alright, so that's just layers to have a beat going on there. I'll probably play around with it some more to mix it up a little bit. And we got some guitar here. So that's the guitar in blue. Alright, so that's everything together.
You think you'll pull up,
oh, and some vocals. Got some
then get
vocals down
ready
here.
to die. I'll leave your body in.
And what we got here in this big, gigantic yellow and green stripe is some fiddle parts just sent in by Brian Farrow. I have not even listened to them yet, so this is just how it goes from the beginning. And let me know if there's anything you want to check out and see what's going on. Poet of Cornwall is in the house. Also, Chris Darlin, what's up? Good to see you. Lexington represent. And let's dive into this and check out. We got what I can see here is these are a couple really different ideas for the fiddle. So I'm gonna go by just listening through them. I'm gonna mute these vocals and just listen through the beat one time with the fiddles in there, and kind of as I go, I'm just gonna cut out things that don't work, and keep things that do, and then see what options I'm left with. So let's listen to this yellow take right now. So I just imported these into new tracks in the Pro Tools, and I'm gonna fire it up and zoom in on it here so I can see each little piece that he played. I'll let it rip, and I'll just cut things out as we go to narrow down to the good stuff. Let's see what Farrow played. Cool. Like it. And now we got something what you call chopping on the fiddle, which is just to add a rhythmic thing. It's like the equivalent of kind of a strumming on a guitar that adds a rhythmic backing. So this is chopping on the fiddle, looks like. That's one time through the progression with the solid chopping there. I'm just gonna keep listening through. It looks like he's just gonna do this chopping. Looks like kind of the same thing through it. So what I'll do is I'll clip it each time through the progression and kind of compare as I go, and see if there's some times that feel better than others. So here comes second time through the progression. That time was pretty good. Started off felt a little sloppier at the beginning. I'm gonna say the first couple measures of that one are probably not as good as the first couple measures of this one. Come on, get back there. Alright, comparing the two, I'm just taking out the last part of what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna just splice those together. So let's find the end here. So if I move this into position where the first part was, and put those together, we got a good first half and a good second half together there. Now let's listen to the third time through the progression. a little draggy. I know I've got that other good take. So for now, I'm gonna skip that because I think we've got it better elsewhere. So this is fourth time through the progression. Lost it a little bit at the end there, but I think the first half was good. I'll keep that in there and see what else we got. Fifth time through the progression. Well, that was a good solid one. I'll keep that around. Let's listen to the next one. Got loud for a couple there. The rest of it seemed pretty solid. Just take out those loud ones to the end there, and there's another time through. Pretty good, but some of the others have been better, and I can just loop those. Let's take that one out. Let's hear the next one. That one was cool. It almost drags a little, but not enough to be draggy, but it gives it a little swing to it. I kind of like the feel of that one. But let's keep going. We got two more rounds of the progression to see what if there's any other good stuff here. Yeah, that one was solid. He's really getting into the swing of it here by the end of the take. And the last time through, let's see how it goes. Yeah, solid right to the end there. These last three are solid. If I want to have some chopping in there, I can move those around. I'm just going to listen back to the earlier ones now that I've heard those good ones at the end, and see if those earlier ones that I thought were good still hold up in comparison. Yeah, so he started that one off a lot more choppy, and that could be cool, but it's not flowing quite as much. So I actually think the stuff towards the end is going to be a better way to go here. I got things freezing up on me a little bit, but so I'm actually going to go ahead and take that part out. Yeah, he's not quite into the flow like he was later. So I know I've got the good stuff later. But yeah, by that point he's starting to make it flow a little nicer. That one's good. quite on as much as the others for the first half of that, but I think the last half was good. I'm going to combine that with this other one where the first half was good. Those are cool. Let's listen to this one. Not quite as in the pocket as the others, so I'm gonna cut that one too, which leaves us with four different times through the progression that are cool takes of the chopping. So I know I've got that option in here, and then that little intro stuff was cool too. So that's from that first pass, that yellow take. I've got four rounds of the chopping and some intro stuff there, and I'll decide a little later how I want to structure that in terms of bringing in the chopping, maybe for certain parts, just for the choruses or just for the verses or something. I'll mute that one and let's move it over and see this other take that he sent in, the green one. Looks like it's a lot more melodic and doing some different licks in there. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to zoom in on it, take it back to the start of that, and let's listen to this. If I see stuff that's not as good as it should be, I'll just clip that out and leave the stuff that I like, and then see from there where I want to put it all. Alright, so out of the one of those times of doing that was more in the pocket than the others, and that first line I liked the way he brought that in. I can always repeat this because that's the time he did it that it was like the most in the groove. And what's up next? Yeah, so he's got this theme going on here, a motif, you would call it in music theory, a motif, a repeating little lick. And the fact that he's doing that a bunch of times gives me some good options to pick out the one that really like feels the best and nails it, which was that last time on those three. So the first two I can cut out. And we have two good options on it right now. I'm just going to compare those right now and see this one or this one. Yeah, sort of a different interpretation. I like both of those. It's going to be kind of tough to decide between, but I should probably ultimately pick one for how I think that kind of lick should sound for this song. And let's keep moving forward and look at the rest. That little banana, that's a nice little funky thing. The next one he does is a little bit out of control. I kind of see what it could be, but I think it's actually going to be better to loop that first one, and I'll just play with it right now. Put that in a few times at the end of the measures like this. So that's cool. I like the feel of that little funky thing, and I might loop that some more and put that in some different places. Yes, back to that motif, but a little bit differently. But not. I don't like it that time as much as those other two from the beginning that were feeling good. So we don't need that. Let's hear this. Yeah, especially that last piece. He's doing a quicker note instead of first one. He's doing eighth notes there, and same on the second one, which I think is the right way to go with that. The quicker version does not fit the groove as well. So the ones that he's doing here, I'm gonna take those out in favor of the other ways that he did it earlier. Yeah, occasionally he's putting a higher note in there. It's cool to have some alternation there, but I think actually the minor third interval is just always going to sound cooler in this track. That's a meaner sound, and is a happier sound. I'll stick with the meaner sound on this, and here comes some other ideas. He keeps playing around with this idea and shifting it. He's kind of evolving it, but he's not going in a better direction than he did initially. Those early ones were still the best. Nice. That's pretty cool. He's doing kind of halfway to chopping on this, giving it that same lick, but with more of a rhythmic thing in there. This could be very very useful. I like this permutation of it. Yeah, cool. I gotta say what's up to Anders, tuning in on Facebook, making some model cars. He's putting little decals on these model cars with the wrench logo, which is very cool. He's says he's working right now on the 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle. Chevelle, nice. And I'm sure we'll get a picture of that at some point that I will definitely use as a backdrop sometimes. So, yeah, I had some cool versions of that rhythmic stuff. I was looking at the comments in the chat for a second there, so I want to go back over those a little bit and pick out the best. I'll just go through and try to pick out the best iterations from that set. I like the pause at the end there to not do that last note for a minute. And I'm sticking with the minor third, and not the variations where he's doing the higher notes there, because it'll work over all the chords. So I like just repeating that. The pause of the first time we did the pause was the best, to just use that one. Not quite as good as the others, so I narrowed it down to a few here. We got that one and this one. We can slide those over to make a full set here. And one more space there. I'm just going to copy and paste. This one was cool, so we'll fill that in with that one. That would actually work really cool to loop for a section of the song. Yeah, without the dinner on the end at all. Let's hear that for a second. If I just put that in every measure, also would sound cool. That's an option too. So we got some cool stuff going on there. A little bit more of the raw take to listen through, and let's see. Pulled out some cool stuff at the end there. Started off shaky. I'm just going to find the part where it kind of turns the corner into some coolness and cut it right there. Right there. Yeah, that's I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that. Somewhere in the song, you're gonna have that in there, because that's some crazy little wiggles going on there. So yes, I just heard a notification. Oh, Noli D is in the building and cheering with some bits. Thank you, Quiet Horse 80, over in the Twitch stream, Gangstagrass.tv. Nice to see you in the house, watching me edit the fiddle parts for this track. And sweet. I gotta thank you in the chat here. There you go. Yeah, nice seeing Quiet Horse 80, Asimism, and Linda's in the chat. Dan Tomo's there, Poet of Cornwall. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing a little sneak peek of what might become a Gangstagrass song, and then seeing how the fiddle parts get sent in and chopped up. I'm gonna hear this last thing one more time. It's so cool, these little slip and slide arounds that are happening here. Yeah, it's like he almost doesn't land it, but he does, and that makes it all the more better. Let's keep listening. Another slight variation on the motif, but not as in the pocket as the other ones. We're gonna stick with that version we have already. He's almost in the territory of stuff you could put in for like a solo section, which I could keep that around just in case I do want to use it. A lot of times once we get to the point in the structure where we have we know that there's a solo break somewhere, we can get some more takes of that to fill it in and get some real solo material. But let me just hear it again and pick out a few pieces. Doesn't have to be at the end. It can be at the beginning. Can move that over. And if we started with this one, I'm just rearranging this whole thing. Let's see how it sounds if he starts with this line. Needs to move over a quarter note. That's where it was. It doesn't quite connect to the lower stuff he's doing, and it was working better at the end of the line there. Let's see. Let's see where this can fit together. Yeah, that probably won't be at the very end like it is here. It works as a little bit of a solo there. This first half to come out with some higher melody stuff. And then after that, he's going back to the motif, which could be played under a banjo solo. So we're gonna have the banjo come in with more of a solo for this second half. So we'll just keep that there, and we can put it in when we want to put some space for a solo. We got a lot of options here to work with. So let's see that motif we got going on versus the chopping. Let's see. So we got some of that motif in a verse section here. Yeah, I can almost turn all of these into that without the da-da at the end by doing this. Since he was kind of going to that faster version. I see. It's actually that. Last beat of each measure. Up here and just round it out with the couple. Versus the chopping option. Now we can split it up like that. Have the first, because these verse sections are 2 times through the progression. We'll make the first one be the lick and the second one be the chopping, and that'll kind of keep the variety feeling going on there. Let's look back at what this guy was. That's a cool thing to have in there. Let's see how it relates to the vocals. He was doing that during the chorus.
I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the...
It interferes a little bit with the vocals, so I'd make that more of something to go. Well, just drag it into that, back to that solo section a little bit. maybe to lead into it. Okay, and the Mr. Wiggly up here. Let's see how that relates with the chorus that he was doing it over.
Leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on ya.
I think that should move to the end of the chorus where there's some space there. After the last, see me flexing on ya. So it'll be like this.
See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya. I'm quick.
Maybe. Let's hear it again at the end of the first half.
Body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya.
Yeah, I like it. It's just a question of where is it gonna fit in? I don't know yet. And we got these other little guys here. We've got our original lick. Let's put that together with the other good one. See how these other little pieces interact with the vocals.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I leave your body in the ground and your soul in.
I think those will go better under one of the verses. Let's put it over in the first verse there.
I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the
That'd be good to lead into the first part of the chorus.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die.
Unless I want that to be empty.
Yeah.
Probably should be the first time just to really give it a more dramatic entrance there. And the second time.
See me flexing on ya.
What was just leading to the dropout there?
See me flexing on ya. And your soul in the sky.
Or at the end of the first half of the chorus. Let's see how it's.
And your soul in the sky. See me flex.
That's a good spot for it. That really accentuates that turnaround there. I think I'm gonna want that there during the choruses. Let's see these other couple guys. Oh, those are the guys that I moved over to the verse. And so that lick, let's see how that feels under the chorus a little bit.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die.
It's a little distracting under the chorus, so let's say that's gonna be in verse 2. Let's put those second half of the first half of the verse. And let's keep them there at the end of the intro too. Wonder how that sounds measure over. Sounds okay, but we'll keep it in the original spot. And make that 3 times on the lick. pretty good for the intro. Some other stuff that he did on the first take on the intro was cool too, so let's see how it compares. Second half of that was not quite in the zone. This first half, for sure. That's more that would go well under a verse. I could even just move it to the start there. Let's see how these relate if they're both in. Let's see. That'd be about there. It kind of goes into each other pretty cool. But let me see how it sounds under the verses too. Slide this back where a verse will be.
Flexing on ya.
That needs to go with the right place in the progression. Might have been over here. I like that higher note in the middle there. And now we're coming in earlier, so I'm spacing those out a little bit more and see how that goes into the lick. This little wah, just move that to the downbeat of the start of the progression. There's that chopping. A lot of stuff wasn't working. The licks weren't working under the choruses because they were kind of interfering with the vocals a little bit. So the chopping might be the way to go for under the choruses. I'm going to move that over here and see how it flows with the vocals.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you, see me flexing on you, see me flexing on you. I'm quick on.
And then I'd want it to stop on that on that ending there, so chop off the end. I think the chopping works under the vocals for the chorus well, so I'm going to make that what we're doing on these choruses. And let me compare a couple times here. I think this is the best time of the chopping. Let's hear it with the chorus.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you, see me flexing on you, see me flexing on you.
Just out of curiosity, I want to hear what it would sound like if you didn't change during that shift to the 4 chord. And if he was still doing the same, it might sound terrible.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky.
Didn't sound terrible. I kind of like the consistency of it. Let me hear it again.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky.
Yeah, it's not so bad, but it's a little. You can tell it's not quite the chord. But yeah, the major 4 chord on here might be a little too happy. Going to it.
I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you.
But that's what we got for now. You know, we can always do some redos if we want to have them voice one of the chords differently. But this gives us a good idea of the initial structure. Let's hear the other takes on the chopping.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no.
Let me hear that again. I'm just turning my mic up. Usually I've been told to turn it down, so let's see if that helps a little bit. I'm hearing the chopping on the fiddle here and decided to move it to go with the choruses because it fits under the vocals better than some of those licks. And we've got some alternate takes on the chopping, so let's hear this one.
Think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you.
Now let's hear these.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you.
I like that last one. Potentially the best. I know I like the one that I moved all the way to the start here.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the.
So we could combine the two of those because we got twice through the progression for these choruses. See what happens if I copy that over in front of this one. I've got the fiddle is up high in the mix right now, so I can really hear what's going on. Eventually it'll be a little bit lower in the mix and balance out under the vocals, but for now it's I've got it up high where it might be competing with the vocals right now, but that's just so I can really listen to it.
Pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't.
Alright, so should we have the chopping go through that little break or take this out so that it stops there?
See me flexing on you.
I said we keep it in the first time and then have it stop at the very end because the chorus does it twice. So first time it's going to keep chopping through and then end early the second time for that breakdown.
See me flexing on you. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you. See me flexing on you.
Or should we do it the other way? If we flip those around. Flippity floppity. Move these fiddle parts all around. Now it stops the first time.
See me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad to have that going through at the end. Just means we're going to have to move this over because it doesn't flow into that downbeat. What should I do with that note?
See me flexing on ya.
And I could be hitting the break there.
See me flexing on ya.
We'll just put this over here for now. And look at some other stuff. I like that for the hooks. And let's get rid of this one, 'cause those are sweet. We can just copy those over for the other chorus. Boom. Chopping under our choruses, and I'll leave these two. They were also cool for the last chorus, so it'll be a slightly different fiddle performance for the first part of that chorus. Won't all be the same. And I was doing another loop over here. Let's see what that was sounding like under the vocals.
Quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the
Right, like that little funky thing, but not under the chorus. Again, I'll move that to a verse section. I'll be better for the first start of the verse section. I'll move the lick to the end there. Now that goes with that downbeat note that I moved over just a minute ago. So I'll just move that up there and combine those into the first half of the verse. A couple other things here that I moved over for the verse. Let's move those over some more. Maybe here. Let's keep playing, moving around different parts of the progression. It might work better. Yeah, that's a good spot for that. This guy over here.
in the sky. See
Cut that and move that over into a verse section. Tuning on that last note was not quite in there. Let's see what's going on with that note and play around with it a little bit. Use my ear. I think it was a little flat, so I'm bringing it up a little bit. See if that sounds better. Still a little wonky. It's closer. Sharpen it up a little more. Are we in the zone? Yeah, that's more in tune. All right. Now what we got here is a few different things going on. One more thing I have going on during the verse. That compared to
Yes.
It's kind of a tough call. They're both good. I don't know if they should both go in. Let's hear how it would sound if it went from a few of those into these. Yeah, just came in one too early. So I'll have to copy one of these over. That should be cool. Alright, so we got, I think they both work together to go from one to the other. I'm going to do that. I have these stacked up here. This yellow stripe and the green stripe are two different fiddle tracks, which I only need one going at a time, but I can use this space to consider this as two permutations in terms of two open verses that I have. So if I want to do that both times for both verses, I can just copy that over, copy that up to the other one. There you go. So this will be the first verse. This will be the second verse. And I'll just cut and paste that over into the second verse spot there. So right now there's not really a solo space where I put that stuff that I have for the solos. And we're already at about 3.5 minutes, which is pretty long. We might have to think about how we want to structure that to make a little room to mix it up a little bit. For now, I'll just mute that stuff that I had in for the solos. And see, we still have this Mr. Wiggly here.
Body in the ground and your soul in the sky.
So where can that go?
See me flexing on ya. I'm quick.
I'll move it to the second verse, see if it fits in here somewhere. Well, it's got some space right there to slide it up. It's cool. It might be a little bit crowded for being under a verse. You don't want to distract from it too much. I'm going to leave it in for now. I can always take it out later once we have the MC's vocals in the verses or move it around somewhere else. And we got this intro stuff slotted in here. And just slide that up to combine with the other one. So I'm just going to mute this green one. That's got the solo stuff sitting there, and I can I just move that down out of the way. Leave that down there. And here's a whole track of fiddle parts here. and I'll just play it from the beginning. And there'll be a lot of work to kind of smooth out some of these edits together and even them all out. Make sure all the volume on each is about right. But here's the rough edited together from those 2 raw fiddle parts that Pharaoh sent in. I just chopped out a whole lot of them, picked out some other pieces that I liked, moved them around into some special places, and I got one song length through here where I put the chopping onto the choruses and edited a few different little licks and melody lines to the start of the verses, and then the same lick happening both times for the second half of the verse. So let's hear it all the way through from the top. This new song with some fiddle parts that are nice and juicy.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky.
Yeah, while I'm at it, I'll bring it back down more where it'll be in the mix, so it's not competing with the vocals so much. I'll give you more of a sense of how it's going to lay down in there.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya.
Nice space for the rap verses to go in over these.
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya, see me flexing on ya.
Plenty of space for the rap vocals here. Mr. Wiggly. Alright, just take that back again one more time for Mr. Wiggly. So I ended up with one of these licks in particular that I call Mr. Wiggly. And I have a name for it now, so let's hear it again. Yeah!
You think you'll pull up on me, then get ready to die. I'll leave your body in the ground and your soul in the sky. flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya. I'm quick on the trigger, and that ain't no lie. You can ask the dead are gonna tell you why. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya. See me flexing on ya.
So there you have it. There's some massaging to do on that, but you have basically a cool structure with some nice little fiddle parts in there. Not too much, not too little, and that's editing parts I get from the guys, and that's just an idea for a song. It's in development, early stages, but who knows? You might hear that coming out in the final version sometime later this year. And I suspect that the Barnstormers will get special access to this video again, to let them go back and enjoy seeing the behind the scenes stuff. So anybody that's not already, become a Barnstormer today and get all kinds of behind the scenes goodies that you get to keep, download, watch whenever you want. We are just putting out a new plate of goodies for all the existing Barnstormers who we love so much, and we count on their support so much. And solo stuff from ours going out, some special behind-the-scenes stuff, some stuff from the archives, from the vaults, some old mental advisory tracks from Dolio the Sleuth, mashup from Dan, free download for my remix of the Brassy song Tomb that's out now, and of course about a month ago we put up a download of Pi Day before it was released for all the Barnstormers. So anybody out there that doesn't know what I'm talking about, go to gangstagrass.com/Barnstormers and join us as part of our awesome fan club. And that's it for today. Gotta run and do some other stuff, but hope you enjoyed watching how the twangy twang comes and gets chopped into the boomy bap, and that's how it is. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys again soon. Make sure you're tuning in for the Friday night live streams, and the whole band's there on Friday nights hanging out, and you should definitely log in again and stream this Friday night and see something special, because you might be surprised what you find when you tune in this Friday night. And thank you, Linda and everybody, and Nolly and Sleeves. Everybody's the best. And signing out for now.